so.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Yeet Street
Hey!
After Dark. How's it going?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Well, I was asking them.
Oh.
But good to know that you're doing well.
Yeah.
So welcome to Big Marky Berry. Well, we're making a change. I don't know if you all have watched the practice round in Nashville, but Will Schustrick is now back out there playing. I don't know what it means in terms of how long he's going to be playing, but funny story, he actually went to the high school that I taught at in Knoxville. So he's kind of my new favorite player now.
All right.
So we're going to call this Big Marky Stricky commentary.
Poo.
So, or something. I don't know.
Big
Anyways.
Marky Stricky Poo.
Anyways, needless to say, Paul's not here. I think it's safe to say that. So you all are probably wondering why we've called this the Glow edition of Yeet Street After Dark.
Yes, I am.
Well, this is why.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm scared. Ah!
Okay.
Oh. Yes.
Almost had a Blair Witch moment there.
Yeah.
So we have tons of glow discs, and it's starting to get dark early.
Mm-hmm.
And so for those of you freaks out there that like playing when it's cold and dark, we can help you out with your glow discs.
Mm-hmm.
We got tons of glow discs. We have the Joel Freeman Gator 3, which is now in glow plastic. Of course, we have the Elaine King Eclipse 2.0 glow plastic reactors. We got tons of the Prodigy Ace line discs that are in glow plastic. Mm-hmm. What else we got?
The Rock 3 in the glow plastic.
We both have one of these in our bags.
Yes.
Because if you're not throwing a Rock 3, why are you even playing?
Yeah. Of course, the pig.
The Waisaki Pig.
Yes.
We now have more Waisaki Pigs. So if you didn't get them last time, we now have Waisaki Pigs. And we got a lot of other Innova Tour Series discs. The Holly Finley disc, the Anthony Barella, of course, the Sexton Sexy Bird disc. So if you're looking for glow, come in and get it. We're hoping to have our glow flashlights in soon-ish. So those are going to be available. We also have a couple of Ultimate discs that are glow. So if you like bigger discs, we also have them as well. So
we also have the lunar modules
for your basket
that you can set up in your basket, so you can. It's important to know where your disc lands, but it's also important to know what you're aiming at.
You got to have a target, because if you're not aiming, then what are you doing? You're just throwing at that point.
Yeah.
So anyways, so we got tons of glow discs, so hopefully you can come down and find something that you need down here. And again, we have them all in all different. We got some Wardens, which is we got your putters. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know a Warden is basically a beadless judge, is what they say. So we got your putters. We got fairway discs, and of course the Riki Waisaki Pig is a fairway. Mm-hmm. We got drivers, the Rock 3 Approach mid-range disc. So we got everything. You got everything you need. No matter what disc you're throwing or need to throw, we probably have something that you need in glow. So come check that out. So we're going to do something a little different this week.
Yeah.
So we thought, why not give you guys a chance to ask us questions? So if you have questions about us, like the store, what's new, what's coming up, if you want to know something personally about Andy or myself, we're an open book.
Boxers, before anybody brings it up. Because you know that was coming, right?
Do I have to answer that?
No, you don't.
Okay.
But, yeah.
I'm actually boxer brief. So it's the boxer, but it's,
Yeah, in the meantime, while they're
so write your questions down. Our wonderfully talented producer will look just to drop your questions in the chat as we talk, and we'll get to answering them as we talk.
I've got some things to show you.
New stuff.
Boom. Koi in 3 different varieties.
So this right here is called our Piñata color scheme.
This is called
Amethyst.
And this is called
Black
Widow. Yes.
So these are the new Koi putters from Elevation Disc. You may remember their interceptors.
Oh no, I bent mine.
It's okay.
Oh.
Don't worry, Andy. Okay. It's okay. You can bend it.
Okay.
So rave reviews already coming in for the Koi.
Cheat code.
Yeah.
Koi is a cheat code.
There's we have one guy who said twice, I think, when he
in
first
one
played
round,
with it,
yeah.
in one round, it hit the basket but flopped over and went in.
Yeah, hit the bottom of the basket, Doink City with any other disc, but it just folded up and flopped
right over. So that's why we say it's a cheat code. So
Yeah.
if you want to check out the Kois, we actually have a demo disc in our basket, so feel free to come in and throw it and see how you like it. I will say the main difference between these and the Interceptors is there's a lot more weight on the rims on these than on the Interceptors. And of course the rims are very much putter-like. So come check those out.
All right.
What else do we have, Andy?
We do have our first question if you want to throw that in.
What's our question?
Nick Roach and Lori Winter both want to know how long you've been playing disc golf.
Well, I've been playing longer.
Barely.
Yeah.
So, funny story.
Yeah.
So, I played Ultimate for like 30 plus years.
I didn't.
And and my body finally said, you know what? You're not going to run anymore. And so I had to find something else. And March of last year, you went on vacation.
Yeah.
And
my sister said, hey, why don't you try disc golfing? It's fun. It's something you can do and socially distance. And so we did. And it was an immediate addiction for me. I came back that week. I was like, hey, it's Tuesday night. What do we got going on? Why don't we, anyone want to go disc golfing?
And I was like, I throw discs.
Yeah.
Of course, these discs are completely different than Ultimate.
Yeah, so he shows up with an Ultimate disc, and I had raided the used section of anywhere I could find, and struggled through trying to find things that would work, but didn't have any expert advice from anybody, which I think is very helpful. So I just bought a bunch of discs, enough for my family, and then let him use some of mine. He threw them in the lake.
I think I threw my Ultimate disc in the lake. That's what I did. So you've been playing not just under 2 years, so maybe 17, 18 months.
Yeah.
And I played I started about a month after when you came back.
Yeah.
So relatively short, but again, like him, immediately felt, I was playing 5-6 times a week. I know I was playing probably a little bit more than you because you got family.
Yeah.
And my family, all my kids have moved out. So, it was 5-6 times a week for, 6 months straight. So, and yeah, it was an instant love. And then we thought, you know what this place needs? This place needs a disc golf store.
Yeah.
So boom, there we were. Anyways, what else? So let us know if you have any more questions. What else we got?
A little thing called P2.
So we
one
still
of the
have
most
some P2s.
eagerly anticipated discs. We've still got a few left. So if you haven't picked them up, do it, because they're going to go online next week.
And if you want
they
to,
will be gone.
Yeah, and if you want to be like 1014 rated Team Yeet Street member Evan Smith, who by the way finished third at the Battle of Bedford.
Yes.
I think there were 5 people who ended up under par, and he was one of the 5. He finished third.
Yeah.
Now of course, Paul Macbeth won it by like 12 strokes.
Yeah.
Then some guy named Luke Sampson finished second. Then Evan was third. He putts with the P2.
Did you hear that? So if you
True
putt
story.
with a P2 that you buy here at Yeet Street, we will personally guarantee
10-14
ratings.
Eventually.
Your results may vary.
Very
and
alive.
there is no meat to that guarantee.
Yeah, there's but anyways, it's a good putter, and we highly anticipate that once we put them online, they'll be gone. So
All right, next question.
Yes.
Both Lori and Jonathan Young want to know who's better, Mark or Andy.
Well,
in terms of rating,
yes. In terms of rating, yes, there is the he's a little bit better. Little bit better.
What other terms are there?
As far as pure enjoyment, I think I am probably the one who has the most fun.
I will say
playing.
he's the one that's constantly yelling throughout the course, I am the greatest golfer of all time.
So that's got to count for something.
It does. So if you know anything about us, we are out there just out there jamming on each other, having a lot of fun.
And there is an upcoming video evidence of me in a gun game scenario just completely owning him and a couple other guys in a birdie off.
It may be a little bit. Saying that he was gunning is a little bit maybe overstated. But I will say this, that I probably have had a lot more practice than, again, I mentioned earlier, he doesn't have nearly the time that I have to go out and play. So, and that's what this game is about. The more you practice, the more you work on your form, the better you're going to get. So, but we're both tons better than when we first started.
Yeah.
I mean, when we first started, it was laughable.
Yes, it was.
So I'm glad there's no video evidence. Okay, what else we got?
Oh, speaking of new and improved, we've got the smashed cracked pepper beef jerky.
New flavor.
Double G's. So this is going to take over the world as the best flavor of beef jerky.
I don't know. It's going to be hard to beat Macbeth's barbecue, but I am a big fan of cracked pepper. By the way, so last time we talked, hold on to that, we talked about that in the players packs, if you're playing in the first annual Yeet Street Amateur Meet, you're going to get some Grip 6 socks. Another thing that you're going to get, Double G jerky. Everybody in their player pack is going to get some Double G jerky. If you are vegetarian and you want to swap it out, we will have some nutrition bars that you can swap it out with. But that's another thing we're going to give you just for participating in the tournament. So when we say that you're going to get more than your $60 worth in your entry fee, we mean it. We're serious. So,
and if you're not eating Double G jerky,
it's good stuff.
What are you doing?
It is, and I'm not saying that just because we sell it in the store. I mean, it's something that even my wife, my lovely and talented wife, who by the way is also our producer, not a huge jerky fan, but she likes Double G jerky. Matter of fact, she was eating it for her supper tonight. Isn't that right?
Yes, I was.
There you go.
By the way, I think we're filled on the tournament, or we had one person drop out. We have one slot.
No, we've got some alternates.
Okay. So if you haven't signed up yet and you want to go sign up, you can get added to the wait list. And we've probably had 8 or 9 people drop out since they've signed up. So that may still happen over the next month. So go ahead and sign up on the wait list. It doesn't cost you anything either on the wait list. And then you'll get an email saying when you're actually going to be in the tournament, and then you pay then. So if you're not signed up yet, do it, because we're going to have a lot of fun on October 24th. So,
yeah. So if you're not throwing a rock 3, if you're not eating Double G jerky, if you're not signed up for the tournament, what are you doing?
What's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't sign up for the tournament, the terrorists win. That's the message.
No one wants that.
Okay, what else we got now?
Hey, Halo collectors, rejoice! We have the latest Jennifer Allen champion disc,
commemorating her big win on the senior tour this past. I don't know if you all saw it. If you watched it, spoiler alert: Jen threw one in from the fairway. It wasn't quite James Conrad worthy, but she threw one in from the fairway in order to win the tournament. So it was pretty cool. So this is the new Halo Star Wraith. So if you like Star Plastic, if you like Halo, if you need a Wraith, this is a great disc to come in and get. And support Jennifer Allen. Every disc that's sold supports her tour efforts.
Another question from Lori.
Yes.
What's your advice to someone who has never played but wants to start?
Funny you should say that.
We just got some beginner sets in. So we've had these before, and they did sell out. But these are a great way to get started. They're economic, and they're kind of tuned to what a beginner needs.
And lightweight.
Lightweight.
So which is what a beginner needs.
So there are 2 things that a beginner should be looking for, and that is something that's lightweight. And do yourself a favor, don't get anything over like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, so that Jen Allen Wraith that we just showed, not for beginners.
Don't get that. She is a professional.
It is a pretty disc, so if you want it to put up on your credenza or whatever, for that, but don't put it in your bag if you're new.
Yeah.
And again, the reason why is because if you're new, the first number on each disc is the speed, and you have to have good arm speed and good form in order to get those higher numbers. So you want to stay lower speed, like around a 5, 6, maybe a 7. So, and again, Rock 3, great disc. It's a 5-speed.
Rock 3 is a great disc to use.
It's a little bit overstable.
It's overstable, but there is a benefit to the overstable because you can always rely on it.
That's right.
Fighting out and fading.
That's right. It's
Whereas
if
if you throw something that's completely neutral, you're more susceptible to an
that's
off-release angle.
If you throw a neutral disc on this angle, it's going to fly on that angle all the way. Whereas this one is going to fight to stay straight and then fade at the end.
So Rock 3 is a go-to mid-range for a beginner. I think it's great.
So speaking of new discs, though, I think we have like 32 discs on our new release wall right now.
Yeah, we do.
So we got tons of new stuff. So if you've not been in a while, come in and just take a hard right as soon as you walk in the door and check out what we have on the new release wall.
And for those of you who've just joined us, we're taking questions for the guys.
Ask us any question. Ask us anything. Ask us who our favorite player is. Ask us who our favorite sports team is. Ask us anything. We'll tell you.
Yeah.
What else we got?
And before anybody asks, I am nearsighted. So
I don't think anybody's going
to. I was anticipating.
Okay.
So, but they're.
Well, what else do you have?
Pretty stable. Oh, okay. We've got the both variations of the hydrogen. We've got
the loft putters.
The alpha. Is that how you really pronounce the name, though?
It's the Alpha Solid.
Luft.
You're right. It is. It's a Danish company, so they probably pronounce it Luft. But this is your Alpha. This is basically your throwing version of the disc because it's a little bit slicker of a plastic, but it's also a little bit more durable. And then the Beta is your putting version. This is more like I don't know. I wouldn't call it I guess it's like a DX maybe.
Yeah, it's a traditional putting plastic.
Yeah. So it's not soft like a jawbreaker plastic. It's more of a firmer type. But we just got some of those in. Again, guaranteed to be the straightest throwing putters out there is what they say. Luft says.
Guaranteed.
So that's what they say anyway.
Yeah.
What else we got going on? Oh. Zuka cards.
There's that.
So we got 3 different sizes of the Zuka carts. We got these are the smaller ones. Then we got the bigger ones, whose name escapes me, what we call them. And we're about to get the all-terrain version, which is kind of the middle of the road version of the Zuka cart. They're going to be here sometime this week. So makes a great Christmas gift. It's almost Christmas time.
It is.
And if your disc golfer in your life is getting a little bit older, hint, hint, producer of this show, they may appreciate having a cart instead of a backpack. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, and you know what?
What?
You can sit on it.
Potsy. There's a dated reference.
Yeah.
John Young is sitting there going, who's
97% of the people out there
have no idea. Yeah.
But,
okay.
Let's wrap up with telling us your favorite players.
Favorite players.
Yeah.
So disc golf players. So since day one, I know that he gets jammed a lot lately. Maybe because he signed the $10 million deal, but I've always been a Paul McBeth fan. Mm-hmm. Paul McBeth does everything well. He obviously one of the top 3 putters in the game. Throws it 450, 500 feet when he has to. Probably has the best upshot game around. There was somebody said something about how like Ricky Iwasaki is a great scramble player, and Paul McBeth is too. But the problem is he never has to scramble because you'll have to scramble when you get in trouble. So Paul McBeth has always been one of my favorites. He's just solid. Matter of fact, so Evan Smith played on the lead card with Paul McBeth, and I said, so what was Paul like? He said, great player, but even greater guy. And I said, well, what's the difference between him and you? I mean, he's 1042 rated, you're 1014 rated. How are you going to get? And he said, one word, consistency. Paul just does everything consistently well. And that's what it comes down to. Mm. So Paul McBeth, my favorite player. Paul Ulibarri, because he's a cut up and a card like us.
And he loves his mother.
And he does. He loves his mama. And so I like him. And I'm starting to become a big fan of Ricky Iwasaki, too. Yeah. The way he enjoys the game, the way he gets excited and into it. And again, he throws a pig 370 feet. How can you not like that? So those are my favorite players.
So, yeah, my favorites. So it's got to be Vinny. I don't know. Calvin Heinberg.
Calvin?
So I just call him Vinny. He calls me Stan. I don't really know why. It's not even my name. He doesn't call me on purpose. But he let me borrow his phone one time, and I put my name in for Stan Lee, which apparently he's first name was Stan Lee. So he's probably shocked when I answer the phone.
Especially since Stan Lee's dead.
Yeah, that's incredible. But yeah, I like him. He's kind of the Napoleon Dynamite of disc golf, and you gotta love.
Yeah.
It's
and he literally could throw a disc over a mountain.
Yes,
like
he can. And for the entertainment value of his YouTube videos and just being kind of a fun just guy to watch.
Simon.
Oh,
yeah. Simon is.
And he's gonna have a baby. Well,
so, that's right.
He's not gonna have.
Yeah, his baby mama's gonna have it.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to see the best round of disc golf ever, the second round of the 2018 Kona Piste Open, Simon's on it. Yupa, what's his name? Seppi. Yupa Seppi, whatever his name is. Yeah. He's on. Anyways, those guys were just out there throwing. I mean, they were just threading the needle on these throws. So go see the second round if you want to see Simon as best. That was a great round. So yeah, he is fun to watch. I agree.
Last quick question: who's your favorite neighbor, and why do you like his kid?
This could get awkward.
That must be from our friend Jared Knight, who, by the way, is a Team Yeet Street ambassador. He's in MA2. And he has a cool kid named McKenna, so his name's Jared Knight. Her name's McKenna Knight, but I nicknamed her MC90 Knight. So that's going to be her DJ name when she grows up. I want to make sure she's a DJ. And she's about to turn 1 next month. Aww. So yeah, we're kind of excited about that. So I'd have to go with MC99. She's definitely my favorite neighbor.
Yeah.
What's your favorite neighbor?
So it's very awkward when I sneak in to my neighbor's house and go stare at their children. So I don't want to really talk about that. There's some legal issues that we got to work through.
By the way, look at that Cast Pass glow.
Isn't that amazing?
That is pretty amazing.
Another thing, if you're in the tournament, make sure you bring some extra cash for the raffle. That Glow Cax Z is one of the things we're giving away. That we're going to raffle away. We're not just going to give it away. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that and a black hole basket. Mm-hmm. So bring a little bit extra dough. All that money goes towards Eagles Wings. We're not taking any of it. We're giving everything over to Eagles Wings and supporting their ministry, their disc golf ministry they have. So I think that does it for us.
Yeah.
Yeet Street After Dark, another one in the books. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you coming in, saying hi, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yeah, and size 11.
How do you turn that? Make sure.